Hi everyone. On this video, I'm going to show you how to move some of your modules that you have on your 2020-2021 school year onto your sandbox. And the difference between just moving into your sandbox and having them there is that I decided to combine them into one module saying quarter 1. So let me show you how I did that. So right now, if I go into my class and I go into my modules, and I'm sure you are going to have a bunch of these little modules. Of course, I do them by week. And there have been times that I have been doing them daily, but I decided to combine all of them. So if I go here, as you can see, I have ELA, math, and science. These were daily, but I decided to combine them now onto a week. So I have my modules by week. And so what I decided to do is that I wanted to move them out of my regular modules because they were getting way too much. So I decided to move them onto my sandbox, since the sandbox they're always going to be there. They're not going to be deleted. So if I go to the modules on my sandbox, you can see that I made a module called quarter 1. And here I have all the works that I have done so far. So if you can see, this is a lot of work that it would have been on my regular dashboard. And I just wanted to get it out of the way and combine them all. So I decided to do a module for quarter 1 and then add all of my content onto the quarter 1 module. So let me show you how I did it. So I'm going to go back to my regular virtual class, the one that students see, and I'm going to go to modules. Over here, I'm going to move this week. So I'm going to go to the blueberries, okay, and I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to copy 2, and I'm going to look for mine. So of course, you're going to write your last name, okay, because everybody's names will show up. And I'm going to see my sandbox. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to press copy. And I'm going to close. I'm going to copy all the other ones as well. So I'm going to copy 2, sandbox, copy, close, and my last one. Copy 2, my sandbox, copy, and close. So now I'm going to go to my sandbox, and I'm going to go to modules. And of course, it takes forever to open up. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this a little bit. And I'm going to look for the ones that I just imported. And of course, they're going to be, as you guys know, all the way in the bottom. Okay, so they're right here. So starting here. Okay, so depending on how you guys did it, okay, is only going to, remember, copy the content. It's going to copy the content. So these are the first weeks that I did it. Of course, I did it differently in the beginning of the school year than I have done them recently. But I still want the content there because just in case I want to use them next year, it's already there. So here I'm going to go again to the blueberries, and now I'm going to move my contents. So I'm going to move my contents, and I'm going to look for the module. So of course, it's quarter 1, and I'm going to move it. And now when I click here, there's nothing. Okay, so then I'm going to move it again. I'm going to move these contents to quarter 1. Move, and then I'm going to do the last one to quarter 1. So now, if I click here, the content is no longer there. Now I'm going to go to my quarter 1, and I have them here. So if you saw, I said put them at the top. So I'm starting with what I started in school. So August 23rd, of course, that was the due date of all my things. Okay, so right here is all my content, as you can see with the dates. And these, as you can see, I say ELA, math, and science. These were how I first started my modules. And then I changed them to these. bi-weekly. So now you can see, I can see the date, Tuesday 9/8, 9/9. You can also maybe you can write if you want to before you move the content. Maybe if you were doing it thematically, such as like if you were doing based on a book of the week, maybe you will write the name of the book so you know what's the name of the book that it was. But for right now, I just did it like that. So now all my content that I've had, that I did for all quarter 1 is under here. So now everything there is for quarter 1. So then now I don't need, of course, the bottom stuff. So now I can just go and just delete these modules because they have nothing. And I can also go back. Okay, now I can also go back to my original dashboard, my class dashboard. I can go back to modules, and now I can delete these because the content, it's already copied and it's already saved onto my sandbox. So now I have space for now my quarter 2 content. So it will be easier because now quarter 2, of course, we're going to have a bunch more. And then I can now, after quarter 2, I can make another module on my sandbox and call it quarter 2. And then it'll be all my content. And if you want to, like, let's say I deleted everything, but here, if I click on it, everything is there still. So don't worry about like, oh my God, now I deleted it. Is it going to delete on the other side? It's not. Once it's there, it's there. And of course, you can just go to next, and then you will see all your other content that you've moved. So you're not losing anything. Everything is there, but in your sandbox, and it's better to have everything that you've made onto your sandbox because remember, your sandbox is always going to stay there. Your sandbox will never be deleted. But our modules, every year, we're always going to have a new module for the new year. So it's better if you guys did something for that content for this year and you want to preserve it, put it into your sandbox so it can be there. And this is an easy way so you know that in quarter 1, what you did in quarter 1, and so on and so forth. And I thought that was an easy way, and I thought I would share with all of you. If you like it, go ahead and use it. If not, don't worry about it. I just thought it would be a little helpful. Bye, guys.